Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of this podcast.
Hello, everyone. It's been a while.
It's been a good few weeks.
Yeah, we've kind of had our own things going on, busy with working things. Unfortunately, we're not popular enough to live off money from podcasting.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet.
Yes, not yet. So there's been a few things happen. I think the last time we did one was just after the Night of Champions pay-per-view.
Yeah,
So we've had kind
That's
of
where
4
Roman
weeks.
went on his tantrum.
Where when he went on his tantrum and when I am the tribal chief.
I am Tribal Chief.
I dropped my phone just to let you know. So since then we've had we'll start with Raw this week, or last week technically. So today we're going to be talking about Raw, NXT and Smackdown from the previous week. We're not going to talk about Hell in a Cell because we both haven't seen it properly yet because we've both been working. So we will discuss that next week, along with the next week's episodes of Raw, NXT and Smackdown. And then once we've done that, we will continue to do Raw, NXT, and SmackDown, and then once a month we will have a Monday night pay-per-view podcast where we talk about what
because we
happened,
live in the UK, which is at 1 o'clock in the morning.
which neither of us at that time are up because we both have work.
Exactly.
So we start with Raw, and Raw kicked off with Alexa Bliss saying that he was here and to let him in.
Yeah.
This brought out who did it bring out? Oh, the Fiend. Yeah. Now I've actually really liked this. I feel Alexa Bliss was probably the perfect girl to play this. Mainly because she did the Harley Quinn thing in the past. I'm interested where they're going to go with it.
Yeah, same here, because was it not meant to be Liv Morgan before?
I think so. That was the original plan, yeah.
Yeah, but then switched it to Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. I think her or Liv would have done quite a good job in that role. But we had Bray Wyatt come out, they held hands, and then Retribution then came out. Surrounded Alexa Bliss and the Fiend, and they just stood still.
Yeah, they didn't really look very afraid, did they? Like,
no.
The Fiend just kind of looked at them and went, "Huh, jobbers." Like,
I know, exactly. And then the lights went out, and they came back on, and the Fiend, and Bliss were gone. So
they vanished.
They vanished, and then that led to the Hurt Business coming out, which then happened. There was this big, I think, brawl with each other. Where then, you could just hear Teddy Long's voice. It's gonna be a three-way tag team match. So forgot the player there. So then that led to a triple threat. Not triple threat, sorry. 6-man tag. If you want.
Yeah, between the Hurt Business and Retribution. Was it? I'm assuming it was MVP that wasn't wrestling.
Yes, it was MVP. It wasn't wrestling. He was sitting at the side of the ring, chanting shit.
Chanting shit. Stealing Xavier was his gimmick.
Yes, basically.
Did they not get into a big brawl again as well?
No, it was the Hurt Business defeated them.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm sorry, Hurt Business. Retribution did not look strong here at all. Now, they have been pushing Retribution for weeks, and now they've given them a leader in Mustafa Ali, and then they went and handed them a loss. That's 2 losses in 2 weeks that they've been on telly. To Hurt Business. Because they had the first loss, which was by DQ.
Yeah.
And about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, or 3 weeks ago. And now they've had this loss, which was a clean win. It was Bobby Lashley locked in the Hurt Lock on, was it T-Bar? Yeah, T-Bar.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, the match was alright, but I just felt like the Hurt Business could have taken that loss.
Oh, they could have, yeah.
Now, are they building to some sort of like Survivor Series match where Retribution are going to win?
Probably, but the thing is, that's what WWE's problem is. They're trying to build up 2 heel stables at the exact same time.
Yeah, 2 heel stables next to each other.
Yeah.
Like against each other. You've just brought over quite a few people from SmackDown tag team wise. Why not just put them together? And why didn't they just bring New Day over, the whole New Day, and
Yeah, exactly.
have them face off against Retribution? New Day could take that
Mm.
loss.
Knew they could have taken that loss and it wouldn't have hurt them at all.
No, whereas either of these teams is going to get hurt. And now after last
Yeah,
night's loss, and then what happened after it, we had Fiend come out,
yeah.
and I mean you can go through it single handedly.
Yep. Well, the Fiend pretty much just instead of making them look like Retribution, I don't know if you remember this, but they made them look like the Job Squad from like 1998.
Yes.
And oh my god, it's genuinely the biggest assassination I've ever seen of a stable in my life.
I know.
Fiend just wrecked everybody. The Hurt Business barely laid a finger on Retribution.
I know the Hurt Business were gone, and then literally Fiend just came out and was like, "You've pissed me off by coming near me, so I'm just gonna literally wipe
Yeah,
the floor with you." Now I understand trying to make the Fiend look good, but you could have just had him wipe out some superstars in the back.
yeah.
Why did he have to then? I don't know. Man, I question WWE so much at the moment.
No clue. They
Um,
could have just had them like next week, be like with Bray Wyatt, just like, why didn't none of my friends come out and help me?
yeah,
Well, you're now gonna have to let him in. Like,
yeah. And then so we came back, and it was an AJ Styles match against Matt Riddle, and AJ Styles entered with the Raw Underground bodyguard, who looks like he's
yeah.
about 7'10". Jordan, is it what is it? Jordan
Oh, I forget his second name.
Omogabin? Omogabin?
Omega Bean.
Omogabin? Oh
Omega Bean.
fucking
We'll call him
no.
Omega Bean. The Omega Bean.
Omega Bean. It fucking is an Omega Bean. He took some Omega Beans when he was a child.
Mate, he got some Omega Beans to get some Omega Jeans, mate. Honestly, like.
Oh my god, we're awful.
But I'm pretty sure the Styles not win this one.
Style. He talked about the triple threat from last week, where it was
Yeah,
Rollins, Styles, and Hardy.
yeah. Rollins,
Yeah.
Styles, and Hardy. Yeah.
And then so he did that, and then he beats Matt Riddle in a rather quick match.
Oh,
And then
great.
basically said it's a new era will begin for the face that runs the place.
I feel so bad for Matt Riddle. Like honestly, he could do so much for him, and one bad altercation with Brock Lesnar, and now he's crap.
It's not
Like,
just that; it's because of what's happening in real life now with his
mm,
fucking court case and stuff. But you think if they've got a problem with the court case and they don't want to do anything until it comes out properly what happened, why not just keep him off telly for a few weeks?
yeah, like they
Just
done with Lars Sullivan as well.
Lars Sullivan, just send him home for a few weeks. COVID's going on now. You don't need to give a reason.
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to job him out.
No, you just send him off for a few weeks, and once his court case dies, you bring him back and do what you actually had planned with him.
Yeah, exactly. Or
Um,
send him back down to NXT since he got called up way too fast.
him, EC3, and Ricochet all got called up way too fast.
Yeah. Oh, Ricochet and Alistair Black was ready. Ricochet was not.
Ricochet was not. Either was EC3.
No.
I don't think guys, if you're going to bring somebody in from the indie scene like that and put them in NXT, you need to give them the title in NXT.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
fair enough. Ricochet had the North American title, but I mean,
yeah, but one, it wasn't exactly a long reign.
no, it
And
wasn't. Wait, how long did they actually hold that for?
couldn't tell you.
Exactly. That's how meaningless it
Exactly,
was.
yeah, I really it was like Finn Balor's in the Continental run.
Yeah. It
Yeah, I
just
couldn't tell
nothing
you.
mattered.
But it's like it was the same thing. Like, unless if you want to bring somebody from the indie scene and make them big, you do what they did with AJ Styles. Now I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
exactly.
EC3 from the indie scene was almost as big as AJ. Yes, AJ Styles been around longer, but EC3 had done amazingly in Impact. They could have
Oh
brought
yeah.
EC3 straight into SmackDown or Raw, and if they'd done what they did with Styles, he could have been a world champion by now.
It could have been, yeah.
But for some reason, and I don't know why they didn't like him because he fitted Vince's like wrestler persona.
Yeah.
He was big. He
Well,
was
it's the same
beefy.
with it's the same with Bobby Roode. Look at him. He's at perfect height,
Yeah,
physique and everything. He literally was like he had the same look and physique as Rick Rude. Like
literally, yeah. So it's everyone says Vince likes big, like chunky men, but I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't know. I don't know if he just he takes a disliking to somebody, and that just means that they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
No matter their
Vince
ability in the
McMahon
ring.
likes big chunky men. You've heard it here first.
So they had a match with Styles and Riddle, and I'm pretty sure the bodyguard guy, I'm pretty sure he distracted Riddle, or he stopped. Oh no, Riddle went for this diving knee thing on Styles, and the bodyguard just stood in the way because it was outside on the apron.
All right.
Riddle like fell flat in his arse because he slipped.
Oh, for goodness sake.
So we then get a recap of Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
We were told then we came back from the break and Drew McIntyre was getting interviewed. Said that he asked for the and said when he met Orton, it was obvious that he was evil, entitled, selfish, typical what he'd been saying. And then he did. He'll see. He says, "I'll see you in hell, Orton." Obviously,
Yeah.
just bigging up their Hell in a Cell match, which, perfectly honest, I haven't seen the match. I'm pretty sure I know the result, but I haven't seen the match. But in a Hell in a Cell, it'll probably be pretty good.
Yeah, probably.
I do have the argument. We'll discuss it later on. But how the fuck can Drew Claymore an ambulance door off, but can't kick open the padlock?
Because it's solid steel. Thank you. Like,
it's a car door.
Yeah, it's plastic.
It's still fucking hinged on with metal.
Yeah, but this is a solid steel padlock, mate. It's Hell in a Cell. If he was to try to rip it off with his boot would get fired off because it's from hell. It'd get burned off.
Only Kane can touch it.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Literally,
How do you think Undertaker's won the most?
They should have just had him do what Kane did and just rip the door off his hinges.
That would have been amazing.
If she had recreated that would have been insane. So then we had Lana versus Asuka.
I did not bother. I'm sorry. I know we're doing a podcast and all. I didn't bother watching this match because, no offense to Lana, I hate everything she does. I'm sorry, she's the absolute drizzling shits.
The only thing I have to say is her in-ring time is getting better. I think
but she's still
I think she is.
cringy.
I think she is. She's cringy as a character, but I think she is putting in the effort to get better in the ring, and I feel it did show a bit that night with Asuka.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, it was pretty obvious Asuka retained, which was fine. So then, while she was celebrating, we had Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler came out and attacked her.
All right.
Like, just knocked her back. So then Asuka cleared the ring of them.
All right.
And ran away. Because, 2 versus 1, fair enough. And then, once again, for the fifth week in a row, Nia Jax put Lana through the announcer's table.
Oh, for God's sake. It's a running meme now.
So, I think that was really the main thing we had of the women's division tonight. We had Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke came out, and so did Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce. Riot Squad.
Yeah.
Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler defeat Lacey Evans, Peyton Royce, Dana Brooke, and Mandy Rose and the Riot Squad via pinfall. I missed that.
Yeah.
I think
Can we just say as well, why the hell was Royce back in the women's tag division?
Who?
Peyton Royce.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, they split them up
Considering
so they could
how
be a
they
singles.
split up the Iconics, and then she was doing well by herself.
I know. I don't know. Even though they were meant to be done with Billie Kay, but I'm pretty sure she appeared in SmackDown the other week.
Yeah.
So knows. But I mean, I'm just buzzing. The only thing I'm buzzing for, main thing I'm buzzing for in the women's division is Nia Jax versus Shayna Baszler when it all blows up.
Aye.
Because it's an agreement right now. It's we both hold the titles, we'll be fine. But the minute it comes down to it, it's gonna snap, and that match will be insane.
Aye. Just be a car wreck.
Pretty much. Oh, I see that the Buckle Bomb's been unbanned.
Has it?
Yeah, Seth Rollins did it to Buddy Murphy on SmackDown.
That lasted long. Exactly. That lasted very, very long.
Well, they banned it after Nia Jax did it to Kairi Sane, remember?
Because Nia Jax, no offense, watched that Buckle Bomb.
Oh, see, watching that Kairi Sane Buckle Bomb, and she misses the first and second turnbuckle and hits the last one on the bottom. It literally looks like Kairi Sane just folds in on herself.
Aye, it looks like her he's just like, nope, okay, done for the day.
It just looks like her neck goes, nope.
Yeah, exactly.
So Elias was conferring with a ban later on. Don't know if you saw this.
Oh, I did see this, yeah.
On you go then.
Well, pretty much Elias had a concert on to premiere his new song, which I can't be bothered remembering the name
Universal
because
Truth is the
it's
album, and it was a new song called Amen.
oh God, Christian rock. Okay, okay, that's not a bad genre. Sorry to anybody who likes that, but it's just I listened to the song, I watched the concert, and oh my God, I'm so glad Jeff Hardy came out and attacked Elias at the end of it. Like,
Oh. I
because
mean,
it was they stopped the song, they'd done it and everything. They were all kind of like, yes, it's a great song and everything. I'm sitting there like, no, it's not. I'm cringing. I'm folding in and out myself. Oh my God. And then Jeff, like, there's a guitarist just kind of like shredding the guitar now. And Elias is like, what are you doing? You shouldn't be out here. Why are you trying to steal my spotlight? Turns round, unmasked, Jeff Hardy, goes to whack him with the electric guitar but misses. And then Elias runs away, I think.
yeah, he does. Because then it cut to Miz and Morrison.
Miss and Morrison.
Kind of talking
Hey,
about
hey. Ho, ho.
kind of talking about Lars Sullivan, then Mandy Rose, Money in the Bank, OS court cases come this Friday.
Yeah.
Tucker says he's not in the same roster as Otis anymore, and challenges Miz and
Oh,
Morrison.
star.
Challenges Miz and Morrison to a match.
Yeah.
But they said that if for Tucker to find a tag team partner, it would be laughable.
Yeah.
So, we then had Kingston Woods made their entrance to ringside as they went for a break. Elias was furious about Jeff's interruption and he challenged Hardy to a match at Hell in a Cell. So we had the Raw Tag Team
Yeah.
Champions. Woods said a lot changed the year, like last year towards ACL. 2020 had been garbage fire of a year. Kofi got him to calm down, take a breath, blah blah. We then had Sheamus come out.
Yeah. And it was ended up being Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Did you see that match or did you?
No, I didn't see a lot of it actually. I don't think.
No, neither did
I
I. Like, I
think
just
Kofi
this
won it with Trouble in Paradise. I think.
yeah this week I've been keeping up with wrestling, but it's just I don't know what it is this week. I've just not been that motivated apart from SmackDown, part of NXT and Hell in a Cell to watch the matches
Yeah.
because I don't know.
So
It's not the
then
same.
the Miz and Morrison thing, Miz and Morrison went for it. They came out for their match, and fucking Tucker came out and was like, he's got scaled the globe for his tag team partner. And Miz and Morrison were like, wait a minute, you just shoot this challenge half an hour ago.
Yep. Oh
And then it
God.
was El Gran Gordo,
Oh
a
God.
famous luchador, which was definitely not Otis in a mask.
Mate, honestly, Mr. America versus El Grando. What was it? El Grando Luchador, was it?
No, it's El Gran Gordo, which translates to the big fatty or something.
Oh, great, a fat joke, great. Aye. Mr. America versus Otis in a mask and a cape. Book it. Just get it booked.
Get it
Like,
booked, Vince. So Tucker and El Gran Gordo picks up the win against Miz and Morrison.
yep, I
Um,
saw that.
Mid-match, R-Truth got chased by Akira Tozawa and Drew Gallagher.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck's sake. Why is the 24/7
Well,
title still a thing?
welcome to WCW, folks.
Yeah.
We're so glad you've joined us.
Then it was time for the Firefly Funhouse.
Yes,
Which, who doesn't love a good Firefly Funhouse?
exactly.
So, did you see this, or...?
I did, yeah. Pretty much it was like, from what I can remember, it was Bray just kind of talking and like, talking, and he was going through his box of toys and everything like that, and there was a mallet that came out, something else.
It was an
Um,
Alexa Bliss like let him in mallet. It was a black lamb mask, if I remember.
that was it, Black Lamb Mask,
And something else.
something
Sorry
else.
about that, people. What happened?
That's okay. But then pretty much he went through all that and he was talking and he said, "Oh, I've got a new friend to introduce for you." And then knocking on the door, it's like, "Who could this be? This is totally not Blue's Clues." Goes to the back, goes and open the door, and Alexa Bliss comes skipping out in like the Freddy Krueger attire she had in NXT.
Yeah.
And pretty much introduces that it's Alexa Bliss and she's joined the Funhouse and all. And
yeah.
they're a happy-go-lucky family, all of them.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this. I really hope it's not just like a fucking mixed tag thing. I hope that they can appear together, but I hope it's like Bliss goes after the title on her own, Fiend goes after the title on his own. Now, after looking at this, no, I can't talk about it. I know the result, but okay. If the result, whatever way the result goes on Sunday, we could have Fiend versus McIntyre or Fiend versus Orton.
We could actually, yeah.
And all I'm gonna say, Orton, he never forgets.
Yeah, neither does the Fiend.
Exactly. Orton.
Oh, you meant the Fiend never forgets?
Yeah.
I thought you said Orton.
No, Orton. The Fiend never forgets. Orton hurt Bray Wyatt the most.
Oh yeah. Oh, he derailed him fast.
He
more than John Cena did.
Well, not only that, but he burned down the.
Oh yeah, the Funhouse.
Kayfabe and storyline wise, he burnt down the Abigail Shack thing.
Aye, and then he took Wyatt's first title reign away from him as well.
Yeah. So
not just his first WWE title reign, his first championship reign in WWE.
So if Orton wins or McIntyre wins, does the Fiend go after them? If so, could we actually get Edge versus Fiend at Mania?
See, the thing is, it's hard to talk about because I know what happens at Hell in a Cell as well.
I know.
But ultimately, it's Edge is going to get payback on Orton one way or another, whether it's for a title or it's not.
Yeah,
it needs to be a rematch.
I want to see Edge versus Orton, and I just want to see. All I'm saying is we've had too many I Quit matches this year. I don't want another one.
No, it should just be a bog standard match.
Bog standard match, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Either a bog standard match or go proper old school and do a fucking casket match.
Casket match between Edge and Randy Orton. Fair enough, actually.
So then we had Braun Strowman versus Keith Lee, and fucking hell,
a low blow.
Not just that. What? Fucking yeah! Literally trying to low blow him.
What has happened to Keith Lee?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just sad.
But Keith Lee's another one to get called up way too early as well.
Well, I feel that when they called him up, it would have been okay if they didn't go, let's shove him into the title scene and not do anything with him.
Yeah.
It was either make that match a triple threat match or do not include Keith Lee at all.
Keith Lee could have just went and see what would have been cool if Keith Lee just went his glory challenge. That sounded really dirty. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But
and just started like tearing through folk.
Like, yeah, it's just like, right, who's coming out? Bask in my glory. Come here and bask in my glory. Like,
yeah, and then so after that, Randy Orton came down and the cell lowered. So he then locked himself in the cell and was talking. I liked the trip down memory lane.
That was good.
For about a minute, it was him talking about who he faced in the Hell in a Cell, which I quite liked. And then it was I came in here and I earned the respect of the Undertaker, which I quite liked. He was saying it was a legendary moment for McIntyre to beat Brock, but it's all about that. So McIntyre comes down, starts staring at each other through a cell. Orton's acting all fucking cocky. He's like, come in here then. McIntyre looks up and smiles and we're fine then. And apparently, handily enough, has bolt cutters sitting at the other end of the barricade.
Mate, it's one of those fans that finally figured out how to send stuff for the camera.
So Randy Orton then shits himself, and as Drew walks through the cage, the Raw ends.
Yeah, it kind of says like your arse is mine at Hell in a Cell, and then that's it.
Exactly. What? Let them brawl for 10 minutes in the cage. I'm sorry. That's all I wanted to say.
Like 10 claymores each minute, right? Just a 10-minute claymore marathon.
Yes, please. I'm in love with that move.
It's a well good move. Right.
So then we had NXT. Moving on, because that was the end of Raw, which it was okay.
it's a Raw
It
show,
was a
you
Raw
know. It's
show.
just
It was
like
nothing special.
no.
So we opened up. Well, we had Wade Barrett again. I'm in love with Wade Barrett on commentary.
He's brilliant.
So we opened up NXT with a triple threat match between Kushida, Velveteen Dream, and Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, who won that then?
Kushida.
Oh crap! Yeah, seen that. Seen the result.
Yeah,
Damn it.
I can't remember how it's that. I think. Oh, Dream jumped up from the floor as Ciampa was in the ropes, and he smacked his head off of Ciampa's knee brace.
Oof.
But I think he also hit him somehow or something. So Ciampa kind of
Yeah.
collapsed, and so did. Dream was out cold, and then Kushida just hit some sort of DDT thing, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what it said. He hits. Ciampa hit knee with the Dream, and then sends him out the ring, and then Ciampa came back from the apron, and then ended up getting hit by Kushida's. I don't know. A German. Oh no, was that German suplex? Wasn't exactly a finisher. He just
Oh yes.
Ciampa was kind of knocked, and then he just suplexes Ciampa and gets the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I'm actually really liking Kushida's character right now.
Kishida's been. I've followed him in New Japan as well, and he's honestly one of the best wrestlers I think I've seen.
Yeah. So then we had Adam Cole with the rest of the Undisputed Era saying
Yeah.
that he's still not medically cleared, but he's getting better every day, and the titles are coming home to the Undisputed. And then he said, and that is Undisputed.
That was cringy. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's keep going.
So they made a video package for Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Gonzalez next week at Halloween Havoc. Oh yeah, we've got Halloween Havoc next week. That'll be fun to talk about.
Oh yeah.
That'll
be well good.
That will be well good, hopefully. So then we had Jessie Kamira versus Ember Moon. Did you see this?
I didn't actually, but seen what happened after.
Yeah, Ember Moon won, and then if you saw what happens after, you want to say?
Dakota Kai went. Well, to remind myself, on YouTube it said Dakota Kai spoils. I think let's put it lightly, right? She pretty much just tried to murder Ember Moon. Right? Let's just be honest, right?
Yeah, and she was saying Moon's not coming back to steal her spotlight. I'm sorry, what spotlight? Dakota Kai went through such a good point when she was face, and she was against. Who was it she was against? It was Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And she was going through that really cool run, but then she turned heel, and I've just not been interested since she was heel.
Yeah, she's not as interesting as a heel.
I feel she's got too much of that Daniel Bryan look about her.
Yeah, she's. I mean, Daniel Bryan's heel turn was good, but it's just Dakota Kai's.
She's got too much of a baby face, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
She tries to be mad and shit.
Which I still think to this day she should have beat Baszler. I think she should have just beat Baszler.
Oh, yes, I agree. I think she should have at least got one sort of win over Baszler.
Yeah.
So then we rushed backstage to Bobby Fish being knocked down.
Oh yeah.
Didn't see what happened. Roderick Strong, O'Reilly are kind of confused, but Fish's knee is injured, meaning he won't be able to compete, meaning that O'Reilly will need to take his place.
Yep. So it would have been O'Reilly and Strong.
Yeah. So
which
that was scheduled.
They were good. They were a good tag team as well.
Yeah. So we're scheduled for O'Reilly and Strong now to take on Breezango for the NXT titles.
Yeah.
Then we had Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed. Did you watch this?
I didn't. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I should be more prepared for this, but it's just this week I've just been not motivated to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I like Bronson Reed. I think he's got a future.
Yeah, definitely.
I think, to be honest, personally honest, I think Austin Theory does as well.
Yeah, it's just they need to be kind of shaped out a bit.
They're doing what they're doing with Velveteen Dream with Austin Theory because he's still really young. I mean, Austin Theory's only 23.
Oh, is he?
Well, that's what he said. He said he's only 23. He's the future of NXT and WWE, and he's done more in his career than Reed has in 15 years.
Jeez,
and he's
I
not
think Velveteen Dream's like 22.
Yeah, Velveteen Dream joined NXT when he was 18.
Aye, and then he was on Tough Enough when he was 17.
Aye. So
it's like, well, at
that's
17, I
why
wasn't doing fuck all.
everyone always says every year, why has he not been called up? And I'm like, because he's happy down there. Leave him alone.
He's not ready yet.
He's not. He's still got a few kinks
Aye, he
to sort
does.
out, which will come with age. But it means that you'll end up having a very good world champion in the end.
Aye. But he just needs to be ironed out, that's that.
So then we had Austin Theory versus Bronson Reed again.
Yep.
Because Austin said he wasn't leaving until he pinned
Oh, wait, it
Bronson.
happened again?
Yeah, they faced twice.
Oh, okay.
Austin Theory said he wasn't leaving until he beat Reed. And then he attacked him and then got back in the ring. And then he just got hit by a Samoan drop and got beat again.
So it's kind of like the whole Goldberg Ziggler thing that they done at SummerSlam.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So then we had a 6-man tag between the Aiza Scott, Jake Atlas, and Ashley Adonis, and then the Cruiserweight Top Folk, which I did not watch because I have no interest in the Cruiserweight stuff.
Nah, I didn't watch it either. I couldn't tell you who won.
Pinfall was the Legato del Fantasma. I only seen that because my notes put that, but I didn't actually watch it. So then we had the Garganos spinning the sample wheel. Johnny Gargano flips out after spinning to a buried alive match and then a casket match.
Oh my god.
Candice LeRae spins to a trick or treat fight and is happy. Their actual spins will be revealed next week. Then we had the best moment one of the best moments of the night for me. Drake Maverick and Killian Dane versus Ever Rise.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I fucking loved this. Did you watch this?
And I didn't. Well, I watched like near the end of it, I think. But
well, basically the match has gone on. Ever Rise are kind of got a bit of dominance. They taunt Dane, and then he tags Dane in Maverick.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dane's like in pain because he's in a submission and he just won't tap, but he's in pain. Maverick just flips his shit.
All right.
And he literally loses it. Martel sends him into the timekeeper's area, and then Maverick just grabs a chair. Hits Martel with a chair. Ref didn't see that. Just gets in the ring and just hits Parker over the back with a chair.
Alright.
The ref calls it disqualification. He just goes mental. He throws the chair at Martel as they run away. It's then announced that disqualification, Ever Rise pick up the win.
Aye.
And he's like, oh shit. And he's all stunned. He's like, oh no. And then Dane comes over to him and he's like, I'm sorry. You were hurting and I lost it and shit like that. And Dane just slaps him in the chest and goes, that's the best thing I've ever seen. Where has that guy been?
Oh, God.
And Dane's like, I need more of this. And he actually slapped him in the chest and knocks him down by accident, picks him straight back up, and he's like, where has this guy been? So we have a really proper Team Hell No thing going on here. And I love it.
Oh, that's
I want them to be champions. I want them to dethrone someone good.
Which we'll talk about later on.
Yes. So then we went backstage and we had another Undisputed Era member down.
Roderick Strong got taken out at the fire escape door.
Yep.
Then which led to everybody kind of crowding around. When Regal came, then Kyle O'Reilly was there and he was like, Regal's like, well, you're going to have to do it yourself, mate, I'm sorry. And just like, or either that, you find a partner, it's just like, well, I can't do that because it's no Undisputed Era. Then Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan were like, take one of us and we'll help you get the tag titles and we'll do that. It's like,
yeah, you deserved it.
Kyle O'Reilly was like, it's like, not one for all, all for one for all. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, thanks, but
he says to give the chance, yeah.
Yeah, give it to Burch and Lorcan. Which he does, and then they shake hands and go off and get ready for the match.
And O'Reilly goes to the hospital with Strong, because that's what he's like. I need to go to the hospital, and Regal's like, "You've got a match." He's like, "I don't care," basically.
Yeah.
So then we had a women's match that I just didn't even know existed because I don't think YouTube had it. We had Cameron
Xia Li or something.
Xia Li, yeah. So We then had Cameron Grimes backstage. So he'll be facing Dexter Lumis. And he didn't know it was a Haunted House of Terror match. And he looks absolutely terrified. And in the background, fucking Lumis is just standing there.
Oh, God almighty.
There's like a door that Cameron Grimes is about to walk through before he gets started speaking to. And they start speaking to the interviewer. And as he's talking away about the Haunted House of Terror match, Lumis just appears at the door. Grimes does not notice him at all. He then walks away after the interview, and it's just Lumis looking down the hall at where he's walked.
Oh, that's freaky.
It's fucking terrifying. And I'm like, I can't wait for Lumis to be NXT champion.
Just straight NXT champion.
Yeah.
He's just going to stare at the NXT title from the top of the ramp when it's down at the ring.
I want you.
It'll be like Michael Myers with his knife or something like that.
Yeah. So then we had a video package for Io Shirai, and she says she can beat Candice LeRae in any match.
Yeah.
That'll be a good match, I think.
I think these two have faced before, haven't they? They faced last time.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was
a decent
from
match.
what I heard. Well, actually, no, I did watch it. Actually, yeah, from what I watched anyway, then it was really good.
They're both quite good, so
yeah,
they are. So we had Timothy Thatcher versus Anthony.
I don't watch any of Timothy Thatcher's. Was it Thatch as Thatch Can exhibition? I don't watch it because I don't know what it is. He's really good, but I just can't get into him.
Yeah. Then we had a video package for Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano at Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
And then we had the main event of the evening, which was
we had
NXT Championship.
The NXT Tag Team titles on the line.
Tyler Breeze and Fandango versus Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Yeah.
You want to take us through this?
Yeah, sound. So I thought this was a really good tag team match. Maybe could have been given 5 more minutes. Just kind of felt like the ending was a wee bit rushed, I think.
Yeah.
And then
but if you want to go through it. Have we lost Jack? Yep, we seem to have an issue, guys. Give us 2 minutes. Jack, you back?
Here? Did it go silent?
Yeah, we completely lost you.
Oh, did they?
Sorry, I entertained people for a while. It was fine.
What did we get up to?
Basically, it could have been given 5 more minutes. It was rushed.
Okay, yeah, so Fandango hits the last dance leg drop on, I think it's Oney Lorcan, and he hits 1, 2, Lorcan kicks out. Fast forward a wee bit more, Tyler Breeze is still on the outside at this point, and they go to pick them up, and Danny Burch low blows. Oh no, Tyler Breeze gets in the ring. Sorry, he low blows Tyler Breeze, which then leads to them. I can't remember what finisher they done or what move they done.
It was basically like a double team DDT sort of thing.
Oh, that's right. It was like a draping DDT.
But it wasn't
sort of tag team maneuver.
It was the guy in the mask that appeared first.
Oh yeah, the guy in the mask
jumped up and pushed Fandango off the top of the rope.
Yeah.
Was it Fandango or was it Breeze? Fandango.
No, I think it was Fandango because then Breeze was kind of shouting at him, and then he hit the low blow, I think.
Yeah, and then he hit the low blow, and then Burch low blows Breeze when the referee is distracted, and Lorcan and Burch hit a double team DDT, crowning new tag team champions. And at that point, the man in the mask rolls in the ring, and Danny Burch and fucking Lorcan don't exactly look confused. And then he reveals himself, and it's Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee.
Big Fat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, he. Don't get me wrong. This is a perfect, by the looks of it, a perfect example of letting somebody run a promo without a script. Promo was actually quite good.
Yeah, I thought so.
He could be, if it played right, one of the next big heels.
He could be, yeah.
If it goes right, he could be.
Mm-hmm.
we just need to. It needs to be done right. But it now basically confirms that the Undisputed Era are going face.
Aye, probably, yeah.
Because Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan are heels with Pat McFatty. And it's obvious that they fucking attacked them before match.
Jeez, oh, you've got the full cast of characters here. Pat McFatty, you had Babatunde before.
So I'm pretty sure that it's going to come out that Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch or Pat McFatty attacked Undisputed Era.
Oh, they did. Did you not see it?
Did he confirm that in his promo?
Yeah, it was a promo, the WWE.com exclusive. He said, like, I attacked Undisputed Era. Who do you think attacked them all? Who do you think got Ridge Holland to attack Adam Cole last week? How do you think the tag team champions get to, or the new tag champs got to this position now? I did it for him. I attacked Undisputed Era. I got Ridge Holland last week to attack Adam Cole so he wouldn't be here. And I helped Lorcan and Birch defeat the tag champs tonight.
Oh, I missed
just
that.
to stick it to the Undisputed Era.
Fair enough. So that'll be quite interesting. Does that mean we're going to get fucking Adam Cole versus Pat McFatty again?
You're going to keep calling Pat McFatty, aren't you?
Yes, because I can't say his name.
Yes. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, well, NXT was good.
NXT again, very good.
It was very good. I wouldn't say it was the best NXT I've ever watched, but it was a solid. I was to say out of 5, I'd give it a 3.5.
3.5.
3.5 out of 5. Raw for me was a 3.
Raw was lackluster again.
Yeah. So then we move on to SmackDown.
Big smack of doom. I don't know what she is doing.
And we opened up with the Kevin Owens show and a return of.
Oh.
On you go.
On you go, because I forget the name.
Daniel Bryan.
So it was.
Your favourite wrestler of the current generation.
Hold on, wait a minute. I thought the whole thing was no, wait, was that last week with Stephanie and Triple H who opened the show?
Yeah, that would have been for the draft, and I'm pretty sure that was Raw.
No, they opened SmackDown as well.
Kevin Owens opened the show this week.
Okay, right, well, there you go, folks. WWE's just a big fat mess. But KO show had Daniel Bryan on it, and thank God he's back.
Says that this will be his last run.
Yeah.
It's a shame, but
I'm getting those.
He's done good. Good?
He's done good. Oh, he done good. Oh,
he done good.
Oh, he done good.
So
he done good.
Shut up, man. That is an inside joke people of Jack being annoying while playing Warzone.
Yes.
Wait, no, it wasn't even Warzone, it was Rocket League, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Rocket League, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you stopped laughing at it, I would have stopped doing it.
My fiance's busy giggling away because she can hear you going, yeah.
Here she was.
Oh, shut up, man.
Okay, I'll stop. So, yeah, pretty much it descended into absolute chaos with everybody coming out and just kind of ruining the whole show.
But before that, you had Kevin Owens proposing to Daniel Bryan that they would make a fantastic tag team.
I did actually forget about that. I don't want that.
I don't want it because I like them as singles competitors, but I'd love it for the goofy side of things.
Yeah.
Because they're both quite funny.
See, the thing, not even just that, but just like, I'd rather have Sammy lose the title and then Sammy and Kevin win the tag titles together.
Yeah.
And actually use as a tag team this time. Like.
So then we had the Street Profits, Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens versus Shinsuke Nakamura, Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, and Bobby Roode.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Street Profits, Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens picked up the win.
They did, yeah.
Which was quite good. Montez Ford did a fucking 18-foot up in the air frog splash once again. The height that man can reach with a frog splash.
No. That's the highest frog splash I've seen.
It's insane, and he's a really tall guy as well.
Is he not like 6 foot something?
Well, he must be definitely. He must be like 6'4" or something.
Yeah, because Angel, they're both around about the same height, aren't they?
I think Dawkins is just about an inch or two smaller.
I thought
Unless
Angel Dawkins was taller.
it might be, it might just mean he looks like that because Dawkins is stockier.
Yeah,
Whereas Montez is really lean.
yeah.
So they picked up the win. Then we had Daniel Bryan grinding with Montez forward on the ropes.
Beautiful sight.
It was a beautiful fight. It was. And then we had Law and Otis.
I didn't bother watching this. I'm sorry. I hate this.
JBL was the judge.
Are you Wow, it's Wrestler's Court. They've brought Wrestler's Court to life.
Ron Simmons welcomed JBL as the judge.
No way.
Yes.
What? Oh, why did I want to watch?
Can I point out? I didn't realise Ron Simmons could say anything but damn. But no, he did apparently. So they all start going off on one, and Miz is saying that he was victimized physically and emotionally by Otis, and he's also what do you call it? What do you call it? He's not been good enough with the Money in the Bank. He's not treated it correctly.
Yeah, pretty much saying that he's a crap holder of Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So he then sits back and Otis says he deserves the Money in the Bank because he won the match.
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Lawyer goes, "That's a good argument." And Miz turns around and goes, "You're fired."
Seriously?
Legit sacks her.
Fair enough.
So we then that led to Owens and Daniel Bryan. It was kind of in parts the Law Notice.
Yeah.
So we had Zayn congratulates Daniel Bryan on his return, and he tells Bryan heard him bad mouthing him. Zayn doesn't share his vision and says the Intercontinental Championship is his.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. So we're gonna have hopefully Zayn versus Bryan. That'll be good.
Yeah, hopefully at Survivor Series and like a really good, just 1-on-1 because now they don't have Cesaro and Nakamura to ruin it. No offense to them, but like,
yeah.
It won't get It won't get clusterfucked.
So then we had Bianca Belair makes her SmackDown debut.
How'd she get on?
She beat Zelina Vega.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's a big victory.
She throws Vega onto the top turnbuckle. Belair with the KOD, and then she covers and gets the pin. A relatively easy. What do you call it? Win. So then we had Lars Sullivan versus Shorty G.
Lars Sullivan absolutely
demolished him.
Yeah.
And then Shorty G quit.
Shorty G arse on here.
And then Shorty G quit.
Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah.
He did. He leaned out the ropes because Thingy asked him a question and he said the words, "I quit." He then was backstage later where he said, "There's only one man that can come back now and his name is Gable. Chad Gable."
Gable. I
just figured it out. Jason Jordan's coming back.
Do you think so?
No. Mate, that guy's dead.
Rudy!
Fucking Kurt Angle's son is dead.
Kurt Angle's son is no more. Rest in pepperonis, mate.
Rest in pepperonis, mate. Rest in ankle locks, mate.
Oh my god.
So then we had Seth Rollins backstage with Lise, and she asks about Murphy. Rollins says Murphy, he's guided and disrespected him, so he's going to have a match, blah, blah, blah. And then that was the Adam Pearce backstage with Shorty G.
Yeah.
He says there's only one man that can achieve anything he wants: an Olympian, state, national, world championships. A man with a list of these achievements so big it has to be seen to believe, and his name is Gable. Chad Gable.
Which, if that was in front of a live audience, everybody would have popped for it.
Everybody would have. It's fucking mental because the Shorty G shit has been fucking stupid.
This is where Chad Gable needs. Oh my god, I think we're going to get Daniel Bryan versus Chad Gable.
We're getting Daniel Bryan versus Chad Gable versus Sami Zayn.
for the Intercontinental title.
Oh, that would
my
be a
God.
fucking amazing match.
Oh,
No.
definitely.
Imagine the suplexes, though.
Gee whiz, man.
So then we had Sasha Banks and Bayley dispute for signing their Hell in the Cell contract.
Yes.
This was amazing.
Oh, this was really good.
Banks refused. Banks was like, nope. No, not Banks, sorry. Bayley was like, nope, I'm not signing it. Banks was like, sign it. And then Banks made her sign it.
Oh, she physically made Bayley, the SmackDown Women's Champion, sign the contract because Sasha's been wanting her hands on Bayley for like months now.
Yeah. So she put her head through a chair
Mm-hmm.
and then basically just put her in a submission lock, her neck in a submission lock in the chair until Bayley signed it.
Yeah.
And then knocked her out, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty much.
It
was very vicious.
It was, so I'm excited for this match on Sunday. Or
Yeah, it'll be good.
yesterday.
Yeah,
I
pretty
haven't
much.
seen
Yeah,
it.
I'm excited for this match yesterday.
Once again, I think I know the result, but I haven't seen the match, so I'm excited for the actual watch the match.
I don't know the result. I haven't watched the match, but I'm gonna get it watched.
You are gonna find this very strange
Closer.
this time. We're very unorganised, and next time we will be able to talk about it. But
Yeah,
shit's been going on, and
we're not trying to spoil it for y'all. It's
Exactly.
pretty much what we're saying.
Basically, at the start of each Hell in a Cell pay-per-view podcast, we will say there will be spoilers in this.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because that's usually when title changes and shit happens. But
it's just because we've missed a
it,
few weeks.
If you're clicking onto it, you know there's going to be spoilers anyway. So
we'll put spoilers in the title when we do a Hell in a Cell podcast.
Yeah. Send back to the courtroom. So Morrison gets called up to talk about the physical scars that Otis has left him. Rey Mysterio comes to the stand.
What?
Yep, they actually got wrestlers in to talk about Otis and Miz. So Rey Mysterio comes on the stand and says that he was in the Money in the Bank match. 8 walked in and 1 walked out. That was Otis, and he should be the Money in the Bank champion. Asuka came to the stand and legit just started speaking in Japanese.
Speaking or screaming?
Screaming.
Oh God almighty.
The camera then pans pans to JBL, who asks Teddy Long if he got any of that, and he says every single word player. Asuka yells holla holla holla.
Oh my God.
Tucker then's on the stand and says Miz got Mandy traded to Raw, Miz got Tucker, and then basically Tucker that he deserves the damage caused by Otis. Tucker says yes, and then says that Otis neglected the contract. Tucker says that Miz got involved. All he can think about is Miz, and now that he thinks of it, he wants to beat Miz up. So he tries to beat, and then JBL's like, order in the court, order in the court. Bradshaw tells everyone that they need to take a quick recess as Teddy Long says he has to pee. Back in the courtroom, JBL tells everyone to be seated. JBL says something is missing and that is the truth. He's supposed to believe Otis is responsible for emotional distress, destruction of property, and creating a safe environment. Basically talks about how shit, and then asks Otis how he thinks this should be handled. And Otis says, me and Miz should have a match for the Money in the Bank. Or he says me should have a match, and then JBL says, well, you have to face him in a Hell in a Cell. A Hell in a Cell winner gets the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Yeah.
So, fair enough. It's kind of been leading to this for months.
Pretty much.
I can't wait till it's over.
I can't wait till I really want Miz to win.
Yeah, I just obviously Vince liked Otis, but it was not enough. I think he only put it on him. It's a perfect example of just because fans like a character, it does not mean we want something big to happen to this character.
Yeah,
Otis was entertaining. Otis is funny. Otis could have been a decent tag team and made folk laugh, made good entertainment.
Yeah.
And I did like Otis, but I did not want that Money in the Bank briefcase on him.
No, I
Ever.
didn't.
Never in that match did I go, yes, Otis is going to win.
Exactly.
So then we had Seth Rollins versus Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, with Buddy Murphy sporting his old gear back.
I noticed that.
Good, I like that attire a whole lot more than the tights.
Do you want to talk us through it?
Yeah, very good exchange between the two. I think it was different from the tag match from NXT. Like this, I think this had a lot of time. I didn't feel it was rushed or anything at all. Pretty sure was it not Rollins that picked up the victory?
It was, yeah.
Yeah. Which Buddy could have used that victory, but Rollins is raw. It'll be a big blow off match. It'll be fine. Like
Yeah, Rollins picked up the win and then went to hurt him, I think. And there was like a huge argument backstage of Aaliyah being like, I need to go help him, and then they were like, it's not our business, like the Mysterios. She ran out, and then Rollins went to hit her, and then Dominic ran out. Seth then ran out the ring, but then got back in the ring, hit Dominic, and then Ray ran it with a chair and Seth ran off. And I think there was a wee moment between Murphy and Dominic.
Yeah, was it not? Murphy was trying to kind of get Dominic and Ray's trust.
Yeah, he was trying to shake their hands and basically say that this is like, he's not actually.
This is legit. I'm not playing you. Like.
Yeah, which I'm sorry. I hope he is playing him.
I hope he's not.
I think it would be amazing if he just him and Aaliyah just turned around and were like Triple H and Stephanie.
Yeah, fair enough. Actually, yeah.
So then we had a Roman Reigns segment. I don't think I saw this. Person tells it's time for Roman, and Heyman tells him it's time for Roman when Roman says it's time for Roman.
Yeah.
And then Roman comes out, and he's talking, or he's about to talk, and Jey Uso appears on the screen and says, I'm in the tribal suite. We got my tribal cheese, my tribal berries. And he's like sitting there with a hat and a wee kind of balaclava on. And then he goes, oh, wait, maybe it's not me. It's my brother. And it's actually Jimmy that's up there.
All right.
And then he goes, turn around, and Jay's behind him.
Oh, crap.
And Jay drops Roman.
Jay's, honestly, like, I know, like, in the past couple of podcasts, you said that you think Roman should have went right through him, but Jay's been killing it.
He has been killing it. So basically, Jay, he goes to hit him. Roman then hits him and then runs at my chair, and Jay super kicks him. Yeah. And then Frog splashes onto him.
I seen that.
And then Roman, selling it actually quite well when he stands up. He says that basically if Jay makes him quit, Roman's not. He goes, if you make me quit, I'm not the Universal Champion. I'm not the face of WWE. I'm not the Tribal Chief. I'm not the provider. If he can make him quit, he can live with that. Roman can live with that. And he said, but the question is, can you live with it? And Roman then says, when he makes Jay quit, he will fall in line. He will take orders and acknowledge him and respect him in the WWE and what he does for their family. And if he can't, which I thought this line was very good, he went, you're out. You and your brother, your wife's, your children, and your children's children are all out the family. They will all turn your back on you.
Yeah.
And he went, those are the consequences. And then Heyman turns.
Which is really good.
Which, yes, Roman is playing this insanely.
He reminds me of, like, The Rock, but, like, and then, like, the absolute velocity and, like, just monsters is just turned up.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just, I can't really fault him. Folk are like, oh, he's just the new Lesnar, he's not doing much in the ring, and I'm like, yes, he is. He's still wrestling like Roman.
He is wrestling like Roman. He just needs that long match. He's not been given it yet.
No, because he's been fighting Jey Uso.
Exactly.
Wait till he fights.
I'm sorry,
I don't know. Like, wait till he fights. I don't know. Who's next? Who's next in line after Jey Uso
then? I would say Brian, either him or
Jeff. No, Jeff's on Raw now.
No, Jeff isn't. Big E.
Okay, then Big E. That'll be a good match.
Yeah, because you could have it set up that Big E challenges it. Oh no, wait a minute, Survivor Series. So there's nobody in line yet. Because we'll have that triple threat between the WWE champion, NXT champion, and Universal champion, which I'm assuming it'll be NXT involved.
It better be, because that match will be insane. Unless Roman does what he did in the triple threat match with Bray Wyatt.
I just want Finn to win.
I don't think he will. Because how to make people hate Roman even more.
Oh, no, not
Do it
Finn.
again. No, do it again. What he did with Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman. He doesn't turn up.
As long as Finn doesn't get pinned, I'm sick of Finn getting pinned in all big matches, mate. I'm sick of it, man. So tired of it.
Oh,
Poor Finn, man,
poor
honestly.
Finn, man. It's fine, he's dominating NXT, it's fine.
Just because he's Irish and he got his jaw broke, oh yeah, let's just have him fed to Roman.
Yeah, pretty much. So, SmackDown was, I would say, once again
the best show out of the full 3 of them.
But it wasn't great. I mean, the Roman section was really good.
It
wasn't great.
The Law and Order you said that you described to me was good. Chad Gable coming back was probably my highlight, I would say, with that promo. Probably my highlight, either that or the Roman stuff.
I just feel it was like it was the best of a bad week. It wasn't. It's the go home week. There
wasn't any sort of especially for SmackDown.
Yeah. And the biggest thing came out, it was Jey Uso actually floored Roman, but Roman got up in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So, I really don't know. But it was alright. It was an alright week. I'm looking forward to this
week. But it's just...
Hopefully this week after Hell in a Cell, we'll get some new stuff.
Hopefully. Hopefully they just start with Survivor Series, because all the brands in Orlando, all the brands are sort of within, 20 miles of each other?
Yeah.
Like NXT-wise.
I was about to say, because Raw and SmackDown, they share a building.
Yeah, they share it. I always like it. Which means hopefully we'll probably be getting a New Day reunion.
I don't know if they will be able to fucking, what do you call it, they'll do NXT because of COVID. Because it's all technically one bubble, so the NXT crowd the NXT lot is one bubble. The Raw and SmackDown is one bubble.
And
NXT is...
But then if mixed Raw and SmackDown though?
Yeah, so I mean, Raw and SmackDown are one bubble.
Oh, right.
Because they're in the same building, they all work in that building.
I don't think Vince is going to care.
No, he won't. But NXT's already got shit for having COVID outbreaks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I feel like 2 weeks
ago,
SmackDown. 2 or 3 weeks ago, but NXT got hit really bad. That's why 2 or 3 weeks ago we had a week of no one, where it was there was hardly anyone about. That was the week that we had when the Undisputed Era won their number 1 contender spot, but it was Roderick Strong teamed up with Danny Burch.
That's when we had as well as that other week where we had the big Fatal 4-Way Iron Man match. They won her. Everybody was getting COVID.
Yeah, basically.
That was the start of it, I think, though.
Yeah, so hopefully, I mean, if it's Cam at the time, they might do it, but I don't know. It depends what they do.
Yeah.
And you've also got Halloween Havoc coming up. How many injuries are we going to get from that?
Don't say that. You've just jinxed it.
So, but no, it was a good week, and I am looking forward to this week coming.
I'm looking forward to it as well. Hopefully, we'll actually get some new rivalry started, I think.
Yes, hopefully, yes. If you guys have any questions you want us to talk about, please feel free to comment either down below or go over to the Twitter and just put in any of our posts and we'll try and save them. Anything you want us to talk about in the podcast, because we always have a wee bit of time at the end that we can talk about stuff.
Plus, as well, please like and share it as well, because that's how we actually get out there and get subscribers and all. And while you are new here, why don't you subscribe to the best wrestling podcast to date?
Exactly. Because, we're just a bunch of Scottish idiots who talk about wrestling. We're not...
By the way, for anybody outside of Scotland, Egypt means stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid, sorry.
We're not die-hard fans in the sense of we don't know the name of every single move, or we don't have sources inside of WWE, anything like that. I mean, we follow the Twitter accounts that do, and we can talk about stuff that gets talked about, but we're just a couple of guys who enjoy watching wrestling.
Pretty much. And as soon as restrictions are lifted and live events come back, we will be covering more of ICW.
Yeah, definitely. ICW.
I give you my word, I will go to ICW. I will genuinely go to ICW.
Yeah, but
And I will bring you along with me, and we'll get drunk on a Sunday night watching wrestling.
Yes, let's get drunk watching ICW.
Yes, we're good. We're good sports. We're good angels. Don't judge us.
Don't drink, kids.
Stay in school.
Stay in school. We didn't. And look at us now.
We tried our best.
And if you want us to do any other sort of content, just tell us. If we were capable to, we'd do some probably like gaming stuff, but at the moment that's not possible.
Yeah, we don't have the equipment, and it's just
we don't have the equipment or the Wi-Fi.
No, the Wi-Fi would burst.
Yeah, I think our Wi-Fi would probably die. And then hopefully we can maybe do, once restrictions are lifted, we could meet up again, me and Jack, and we could do a live watch of a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
On
we'll
Twitch
just
or
do
something.
We'll probably live stream that on Twitch.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll let you know when that happens. We were planning to do a Survivor Series, but I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately.
Unfortunately not. With these new restrictions here, we basically can't even fucking leave within 5 miles except if you're working, which basically for me is every place I work is within 5 miles.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But, right guys, we will see you next weekend.
We shall see you then to talk about Hell in a Cell, everything that's happened, and
anything else.
It'll be basically based around Hell in a Cell. It'll be a pay-per-view podcast next week.
Yeah, essentially. And then we'll probably just skip that week of wrestling because there won't be much happen anyway. And then the following week it will resume normality of week wrestling and stuff like that. So catch you guys later and enjoy, and hope you enjoyed the Next Generation Pro Wrestling podcast.
Goodbye and good night.